This is my new Brazilian salmon pink bird-eating tarantula. He's not much to look at right now. He's about a little under an inch long. Picked him up at a tiny little pet store in southern Wisconsin yesterday. I just couldn't pass him up. I've had tarantulas in the past and really enjoyed them. And if you look here, you can see the $5 price tag was just too much to pass up. So I'm going to get his new house set up here, and you can take another look at him here when he gets moved in. Alright, and here is the new setup for the Brazilian salmon pink bird-eating tarantula. This is just a very small mini critter keeper, about $2.50 at the hardware store. Now, I know a lot of people think that's a lot, it's pretty small, keep a tarantula in, but he is less than an inch long. I find that they do a little bit better at that age when they're in a smaller container. And I mean, even when you spend the money brand new at $2.50, it's not a big expenditure. So as he grows, I don't mind growing his container along with him. But I do like to also, with the young ones, keep track of the temperature. So I have a stick-on thermometer for the back of the tank there, so I can monitor what the temperature is in there. That's always a good idea with the young ones. I like to keep them right around 80, 82 degrees. And then finally, for bedding, I had a cube of compressed coconut fiber that I soaked out, and you know, even a small brick becomes quite a bit of bedding. Now we do have box turtles here too that we'll be using some of this bedding for, but also work good for the tarantula, the small tarantula. So we'll be using that. And finally, I did bring home some crickets, just a half a dozen of them, small crickets. One thing I do recommend is when you're feeding your tarantula, which I'll make a small video of later, that you don't put 6 crickets in with a little half-inch to 1-inch long tarantula and then not pay attention, because what you'll find sometimes is you'll come back and those crickets have actually done some damage to your tarantula, and nobody wants that. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, sorry, I'm my own cameraman here today, so this isn't the highest quality of video. Alright, I'm just taking the inside tag there off of the critter keeper. Now it's just the clear drum. And the first thing we'll do is we'll put the thermometer in there. Don't remember to curse the person that invented this blister packaging type stuff. Alright. It's got a thin paper backing on it that covers the tape, so we got to get that off yet. There you go. And then I will take this here, and I'm going to put it about halfway down or so till I get the kind of average temperature. And then if I put it toward the top, I'll get, you know, it might be quite a bit warmer up there or colder depending on where the heat sources come from. So I like it right in the middle. It's not a display specimen yet, he's too young, so while it may not look very natural, it will help us keep our small sling happy here and healthy. So I put that in there. And then I'm going to bring the bedding up to just below that thermometer. I like to have a little extra bedding in there because it holds the proper humidity. These tarantulas do like a little bit humidity on a little bit on the higher side. Plus, I may or may not have a water dish in there, because putting a little water in the bedding every day in one of the corners and cooling it up just a little bit, that tends to meet their needs for water. I'm going to pack it down just a little bit here. It's not terribly loose all the way through. Hold a little more moisture. Right. Then one final little bit loose sprinkling on the top. Shake it around. And there we have his new digs. That should keep him happy and healthy till he, probably a couple of molts in there before we'll need to think about putting him into something bigger. Right, I'm going to transfer him in there. I'm not going to do that because I'm my own cameraman. I'm not going to risk hurting him by trying to take a picture of me putting him in this new container. But I will make another video then of, once he's acclimated a little bit, we'll make a video of his first feeding here. Although, I have to admit, he's a really good little tarantula. At the pet store, they threw a cricket in with him, and then we tossed him in the bag. I took about a 2-hour trip home. And when I pulled him out of the bag here at home, yeah, he was eating the cricket. So, he's a good eater. Alright, thanks for watching. I would really appreciate, I'm going to do more of these videos, and I really would appreciate if you would favorite us or follow us here, do a subscription to our channel, and then give us a like, and hopefully not too many dislikes, but give us a like on there, so we can actually get some of these videos out to their intended audience. Thanks a lot.